So hello guys, in this video we are going to solve this problem. So in this problem it is given that we have this equation like x cube plus x plus 1 whole cube plus x plus 2 whole cube up to x plus 7 whole cube and it is equal to y cube. So we have to find all integer solution of x and y that satisfy this equation. So let's see how we can solve this. So we solve this by this inequality method. So let's see. So we have this expression like x cube plus x plus 1 whole cube up to x plus 7 whole cube. Let's say it is equal to p of x. So if you open this whole expression, then after combining all terms, it will become like this: 8 times x cube plus 84 times x square plus 420 times x and plus 784. So this is the expansion of this whole p of x. So now x can be positive or negative. So if we talk about only positive x values, so for x greater than equal to 0, if we talk about, then you see if you take 2x plus 7 whole cube, then it will come as 8x cube plus 84x square plus 294x and plus 343. So x is greater than equal to 0 and you see this term and this term are common in both. So this is common in p of x and also in this expression, and this term is bigger compared to this term. So we can say like the p of x is greater than 2x plus 7 whole cube, and if you take 2x plus 10 whole cube, it will come like 8x cube plus 120x square plus 600x plus 1000. So it will come like this. So you see now 8x cube is there, but these three terms are lesser compared to these three terms. So you can say that 2x plus 10 whole cube is greater than compared to p of x. So p of x is lying between 2x plus 7 whole cube and 2x plus 10 whole cube. Now this is equal to y cube. So we can put y cube instead of p of x. So y cube is lying between these two cubes. So after taking cube root, it will become like this. Here y, if x is positive, then in this expression y is also positive. We can easily see that. So if x is greater than equal to 0, y is also greater than equal to 0. So you can take cube root and it will come like this. So now y is a integer. So y is a integer. So if y lying between this and this, so there are two value possible. One is 2x plus 8 and one is 2x plus 9. So now let's talk about this 2x plus 8 value. So we have p of x expression, and if you calculate like 2x plus 8 whole cube, and if you subtract both of these, like we have p of x expression this, and you can also calculate 2x plus 8 cube. So after subtracting both of them, this quadratic equation will come. So we want p of x is equal to y cube. So for that, this equation is equal to 0 we required. So this quadratic equation we want it is equal to 0. But if you solve this equation, there are no integer roots of this. So this equation is not of our use because we want only the integer solution. And if you also take y value as 2x plus 9, and if you calculate this expression like p of x minus 2x plus 9 whole cube, so this quadratic equation will come, and this also doesn't have no integer roots. So for x greater than equal to 0, we don't have any integer solution. So now let's talk about other domain. So now domain is x less than 0. But before that, you note this: if you do p of minus x minus 7, like we have expression of p of x like this, up to x plus 7 whole cube. So if you put uh, instead of x like minus x minus 7, so it will become like this. So it is, you notice this is just minus of p of x. So we note this: p of minus x minus 7 is equal to minus of p of x. So if you say x comma y is a solution, then you can also say that minus x minus 7, and here it is minus y, it is also a solution. Because of this, if x comma y satisfy our equation, then minus x minus 7 and minus y also satisfy our equation. So we initially proved that for x greater than 0 we don't have any integer solution. So like if I take x is equal to 1, then x is equal to minus 8 uh, cannot be a solution, because x is equal to 1 is not a solution. So x is equal to minus 8 is not a solution because of this thing. Because if x comma y is a solution, then minus x minus 7 and minus y is also a solution. So initially we proved that x greater than equal to 0 doesn't have any solution. So from here you can infer that x less than equal to minus 7 also doesn't have any solution. So our now x value remaining is up to minus 6 to minus 1. So this is now the x value that can possibly have any solution. So if you look at like just minus 3 to minus 1, then you can calculate p of minus 1 value, like you have expression like x cube plus x plus 1 whole cube up to x plus 7 whole cube. So you can calculate this, it will come like 440, and we want this equal to the y cube, so cube of something. So but this doesn't uh, a cube of any number, so we don't need this. But if you calculate p of minus 2, it will come like 216, and it is a cube of 6, so this is a valid solution. And if you calculate p of minus 3, it is 64, which is cube of 4, so this is also a valid solution, because we want cube of some number to satisfy this condition. So minus 2 minus 6 and minus 3 minus 4 is a solution in the domain x value minus 3 to minus 1. So now, so initially we proved that like if x is a solution, then minus x minus 7 is also a solution. So if x is equal to minus 2 a solution, then the minus of minus 2 and minus 7, which is minus 5, is also a solution. So x comma y is a solution, then this, and minus x minus 7 and minus y is a solution. So if we have minus 2 comma 6 is a solution, thus then minus 5 comma minus 6 is also a solution. Just here y is equal to 6, so minus y is minus 6. So if x is equal to minus 3 a solution, then here minus of minus 3 minus 7, which is minus 4, so minus 4, and y value is 4, so minus y is also 4. So minus 4 comma minus 4 is also a solution. So here are these final four solution of our equation. So in this way we can solve this.